Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I have another simple little project for today, and that is to replace what used to be on the top of this light pole. The original was a glass globe, I think. It got lost, broken, stolen, or something. Anyway, it's no longer around. And they want me to replace it with something quite simple. Well, you can translate that, I guess, as inexpensive, I guess. And similar to some of the other light poles they have in the neighborhood. Now, they have these, they're considerably more elaborate setups. They have light poles with larger acrylic boxes on the top of them that have numbers and letters that give all the street addresses and that sort of stuff. So they want something that's going to look similar to that, of course, and doesn't have to be anywhere near that elaborate. So I had suggested that they try using a material as same as this, except it's in tubular form. So it's going to look round, but it's a lot more expensive. And they decided not to go that route. They wanted something, again, nice and simple. So I'm going to make a rectangular acrylic box out of white acrylic. Now, I've made tons of acrylic boxes, usually for aquarium filters and that sort of stuff, but white acrylic is very easy to weld. It's exactly the same as if it were clear, and there's really no differences whatsoever as far as its ability to, manufacture or anything along those lines. It is very easy to work with. So like I said, I'm going to make a box. It's going to be six-sided though. The bottom, you can just see right at the top of the screen to the left there. The only difference to that, of course, is going to be a hole. I used a hole saw and just cut a round hole in it. And the size of that is not really that relevant either. It just needed to fit over a bulb. And I obviously, picked the bulb I was going to use before doing this, and just cut the hole. I meant to show you a few extra details in this build than I actually am going to get around to. One case like that was just a simple hole saw through a piece of acrylic. It wasn't really that important. And the other one, which was a little bit more elaborate, I forgot to turn the camera on, so it didn't get recorded. I will show you a bit of that a little later on. So there you go. This is mostly done now. Just a simple matter of peeling off the protective coating on this, welding that into place, and then I'm going to take a piece of 3/4 inch internal diameter acrylic tubing. I'm going to take it out to the light pole, mark where, if you remember from the beginning, there's that round cap where the original round globe used to sit on top of the pole. I left that on because, first off, it's really quite secure, and secondly, it will give a resting point for this to sit on. And it has 3 set screws. So I'm going to take that out there, mark those. I didn't record that because it's rather difficult to hold that in place and do everything and, of course, record. You'll get to see it, though. I'll show you the end result because when I'm just test fitting it, I had to go back and forth a couple of times just to make sure, because I really wanted this to be a tight fit. If I can get it snug enough, then I don't need to add any set screws into this. It'll just naturally sit in place. So this is the piece of acrylic. This is tubular. It just fits over that tall standpipe. So the pole is just a tiny little bit under 3¼ inches, which is great. So this fits really nicely. And those are the 3 grooves I just milled. It's just that's a 1/2 inch end mill, and it happens to just nicely fit over where the set screws are going to go. And there you go. That's it. That is, like I said, very simple and easy to do. I also didn't show you me cutting the acrylic tube. I mean, it's just on a table saw. I did put it on the lathe to smooth it out a little bit, but that's just me being finicky about it. It didn't obviously need to be anywhere near that elaborate. So there you go. That's where it's going to fit. But first, I need to take it out to the light pole. Here it is here. I'm going to just slide it over. It fits really well. This as it snaps down into here, you can see it just it fits so well. I won't need anything for this to stay in place. So now it's a simple matter of putting the box on top of this. Sorry for the shakiness here, but I'm on top of a ladder and I'm trying to hold the camera and get this thing all at the same time, which is the reason why I didn't show you any of the other steps before this, because it does get a little difficult to do. So that's where it's going to sit. So now I just need to put a mark on there. As you can see just on the left there now. So I have this centered properly, and now it's a simple matter of welding this on. And that's the whole job. I mean, there's nothing else I need to do to this after this is welded in place, except, of course, go and install it. And because it is just a nice, tight fit, no set screws or anything, whenever a bulb does burn out, it's going to be a quick and easy fix. It's just a simple matter of popping this off, just lift straight up, and then putting it down over on top of the bulb. Now, while the last fit here, you're not going to get to see because, again, I was trying to juggle too many things, and there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it, just a box on top of a pole. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about all this, and I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.